Commander, Sealer, you are here. Elan's trying so desperately to hide his excitement, it's almost comical. Welcome. I'm a little confused. Where are the musicians? The crowd of drunken guests. The last wedding I went to, we got the priest drunk off his face. Oh, please don't try to do that here. We've already had enough trouble. Kiana worships Desna. I owe Mayday in the end. I owe Mayday. In the end, we invited a priestess of Abadar to conduct the ceremony so that no one would be offended. Congratulations, but where's the bride? Let me tell you everything. Before the official ceremony, all the guests are enjoying themselves at two venues. The one on the right has been organized by the Hound Hearts, the one on the left by the Kiana's friends. Each venue has its own theme, but I won't tell you which is which. It'll be far more fun to see yourselves. Both venues have food and drinks and a little contest where you can win prizes. Kiana is greeting her guests at her venue, and I'm leaving for mine now. I have a special role to play there. Enjoy, Commander. There is still time before the beginning of the ceremony. Sealer, thank you for coming too. Doesn't seem to give a shit I brought a demon with me. Cool. Makes things a lot easier to talk about. A Fae steps into your path. You suppose he must be a Houndtart, but his knight's armor is mixed with gaudy items, and there are fake wings fast to his back. Halt, travelers! You are stepping into the wonderful land, the charmed land, the most perfect land ever created by the gods, the first world. And I am its guide, the beautiful Fae gate mistress. But before you may answer my question. What is the key that opens every gate? Love. Oh, you are right indeed, travelers. The love of two wonderful creatures, Elan and Kiana, made this place beautiful and brought all of us here today. Now you may enter and learn from the mysterious of the past and fight for the treasures of the Fae ruler. The Fae points to the middle of the tent where seated on the throne is none other than Elan. His head is crowned with fake horns and a green cape sweeps over his shoulders and his torso is proudly bare. Is Elan pretending to be the Wild Hunt monarch? He is the monarch, the true ruler of the magical land of the first world. Fae lowers his voice. The bride is particularly taken with the costume. Wait, what is this tiara you're wearing? It's so beautiful and exquisitely crafted. This is the tiara of beautiful Fae. To tell you the truth, I borrowed it from my sister as a prop. It was a gift from some admirer of hers. She's gone off now and doesn't want to wear it anymore, but I believe it's the work of the Summonhammer himself. It's a good thing if it's not a real Fae tiara. Real Fae tiaras can make strange things happen. You put one on a donkey's ears might grow out of your head. Sealer grumbles. What is the Fae ruler's treasure? What is this Fae ruler's treasure? It is a priceless artifact which our monarch has owned since the dawn of time. It looks exactly like an ordinary broom. But don't be fooled into thinking we Fae simply fail to find any good props. That they are the artifact. The monarch used to own it, but then a treacherous predator, the most fearsome of any who lived in the forests of the First World, sneaked into the territory and stole it. This predator lives in a secret lair, which is conveniently located in this area. Everyone who makes it through the enchanted wilds of the First World and reaches this beast lair will get a reward. Damn, well time. Stephen hasn't played games like this since her thieving days, but we've got to accept the challenge, Samael. We want to take part in the treasure hunt. Alright, then I'll repeat the rules. You need to search our corner of the First World and find the amazing broom-shaped artifact. But first you need to answer a few riddles, you'll see. And from face to face with a dangerous predator, and then you'll get the reward. Oh, what the... Fuck off, I was busy! A Hollis raid. Oh, hello, adventurer. You must be looking for the artifact that was stolen from the Wild Hunt monarch. I am the beast who crept in and snatched the artifact. I've taken steps to prevent the stolen property from being returned to its rightful owner. Namely, I placed a true artifact among several fakes. You will never guess it's the real one. The beast points towards a few identical brooms. And you, the predator, the most formidable beast in the first world. Actually, I'm a lord from Nurasan and a friend of Elan. The predator makes a helpless gesture. When they're given out roles for the celebration, I guess he was appointed the magical beast. They said he was the hairiest fellow in the party. It's alright, I have my own wedding coming up. I'll even the score then. What'll happen if I choose one of the fake artifacts? According to the rules, you're supposed to turn it to stone if you take the wrong broom. Artifact. But to be honest, I'm willing to help you out. I actually forgot which one I marked the right one. So can I just take the broom and go? It was supposed to be a battle with the predator, but I'm not drunk enough for that battle yet. So just take any broom and go. Don't forget to give it to Elan. The monarch will give you a reward for returning the artifact. Thank you, Lan. Elan is trying very hard to maintain his aloof demeanor. But he can't help but breaking into a smile every moment. Mortals, you have returned my artifact, and I shall reward you forthwith. We few monarchs are noble beings and not evil at all. Don't be surprised, friend. I never thought I'd see our straight-laced Sir Eland come to his own wedding dressed as a fey princeling. I'm begging you, no joke about the horns, please. I don't want to be remembered as the cuckold bridegroom, Eland sighs. But then starts smiling again. I don't know if you've ever fallen in love, Seela. I don't remember ever talking about it, but when it happens, you are no longer who you once were. I suppose I didn't expect this of myself either, but Kiana was so desperate to have an unusual wedding, I thought to myself, if it's unusual as the goal, then I should do something I've never done before. The wedding's great, I'm having fun. All the guests keep telling me that. That means all the effort was worth it. And now, if you please, I'd like to return to my role. Please continue enjoying the festivities. You see the broad-shouldered dwarf woman wearing a hood? The outline of the form is constantly trembling and shifting, probably because of the spell of some sort. Greetings, traveler. We are Shaika the Many, rulers of time, piercing through all epochs. We know all the secrets of the past and the present. We can reveal your identity, real destiny through this fortune cookie. Woman points to the box beside her. Thanks, I'll be going now. I don't really want your shite. A slender girl in a flowing dress walks towards you. The first thing you notice are her eyes. They are striking blue-green. Greetings, traveler, to the secret steeped land of Ustalav. You have come to the kingdom of grim mystery and exquisite secret. I, the vampire princess, am delighted to see you at my castle. After a pause, the girl smiles coyly. I'm glad to finally meet you, Commander. Seela? I am Kiana, soon-to-be wife of that unfortunate knight who invited you here. Seela rolls her eyes. Horrible. Imagine walking through the Worldwound and then, bam, you're in Ustalav. I'm not even sure if a paladin is allowed to feast with vampire princess. It's lucky you are not a follower of Phaasma, Violin Seela. Arison, the Dresden priestess of Abadai, is in a short distance away from the happy bride. Although I'll admit, I'm not used to the festive feasting with the undead either. Oh, stop it. My friends and I are completely harmless vampires. We won't bite, Kiana laughs musically. Truth be told, we chose the theme of Ustalav because it lets us wear beautiful dresses, light candles and drink red wine all evening, pretending there's blood. I personally can't think of a better way to celebrate my wedding. Oh, Vampire Princess, I'm honored to be your guest. Welcome, guest. My castle may be humble, but I hope it will entertain you. I intend to rob you, so...
I am helpful.
There's a slight sheen to it, judged by its texture, made of marzipan. I don't know what you saw, Lan, so I'm a little upset.
I will guide us.
Arison lowers her head graciously. Knight Commander, how can I help you? I don't mind spending time before. I don't mind spending the time before the ritual. Actually, no. I'll walk around some more.
I stand ready.
Oh, to talk to Arison. There. Are you sure? I'm a boring companion. There's plenty of entertainment activities around. All right, I'll wander around a little longer. No, I'm pretty content just to get going, to be fair.
Godspeed.
Don't really think there's... Ooh. Oh, that's
Let us
nice.
press on.
Okay, let's just get this shit started. I've got a fucking crusade to be running. Nobody is most welcome now, Commander. If I might have your attention, everyone, before we get to the important part of the ceremony, I want you to welcome two very dear guests. This is the commander of the 5th Crusade, thanks to whose effort the Sword of Valor now flies proudly over Dresden once more. And Seela, Paladin of Aromade, the commander's companion and someone I have the honor of calling a friend. Seela, would you say a few words?
everyone. Hey, I need some advice. What should I say? Giving speeches really isn't my thing.
Just speak from the heart.
Right. I always complicate things, but I just need to say what I feel. Friends, I'm not good at making beautiful speeches, so here's an ugly speech, but it comes from the heart. I am so happy for you. May everything be good for you. May all your troubles pass you by. May neither demons nor misfortunes ever separate you. That's what we're fighting for, isn't it? For weddings, fun, and laughter. Even in the cursed lands of the Worldwound. Even after 100 years of war.
Yes, you're exactly right.
You know, I wanted you to come here with me so I could show you that our efforts aren't in vain. Not long ago, demons ruled over all of this area we're in, and they did all sorts of abominable things here. But now, Dresden stands as an indestructible fortress, and weddings are taking place here. It's all because of you. So, let's watch the ceremony and enjoy ourselves.
Aristone casts a solemn look over the gathered crowd. Her eyes are glistening, either from emotions or the vampire wine. Welcome, honored guests, to the wedding of Elan and Kiana. Today, I am delighted to play my part in the beginning of something so special. The beginning of a new, happy family. When something as strong as your love for one another is born from the chaos of life, all the gods of order triumph. She is listening to the priestess with a broad smile on her face. Before we begin the most important part of the ceremony, I ask all the guests to put something in this cup that they think will serve the newlyweds well in their new chapter. I've heard about this custom. It's called the Cup of Wishes. People put a nice little thing symbolizing wishes. For example, a coin for wealth, a toy for the birth of a child, and so on. I'll put a coin in. I'll throw a coin in the cup afterwards. The guests put their gifts in the cup one by one. A luxurious shimmering tiara, a flashy ring. Kiana's friends even take the bejeweled collar from around the dog's neck and put it into the cup. Poor dog. Ah, friends, but these gifts are too expensive. The keeper of the macabre menagerie smiles to Kiana, showing her fake fangs. Don't even think about refusing. They come with the best of wishes. I'll look more close at the cup of gifts. Each piece of jewelry was innocuous enough on its own, but now they have all been gathered together. Your suspicions have been raised. Magic laws are too strong and varied to be the mundane trinkets, possessing only enough magic to adjust their size to the wearer. Dealer, the jewelry, there's something wrong with it. I had that feeling that something was wrong. It's the jewelry, right? They were all made by Master Sunham, weren't they? And he also made the ring that... The gifts have been given. Let us praise the gods in the name of Abadar. I pronounce you husband and wife. You may exchange rings and join your lips in a kiss. Wait, then, stop. It's dangerous. You've ruined everything, mortal.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Nothing fucking new here. You leave Darian alone. Jesus Christ, the poor guy can't get a fucking moment to himself. Wait, does that hit allies as well? Oops.
You are today's sacrifice.
Arian, you mind getting up and... Oh, right, yeah, you can't heal as well, because you'd like... Yep.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Hey, look, Land's gone back to being OP again.
Desna, guide my hand.
Dealer, we need you over there as well. That Omox needs to be dealt with.
Go for their hearts!
Okay.
You won't survive me.
The world in crimson! Make your
There we go. Arsena leans over Curl's body, whispering the words of some prayer or spell. Then she looks up, her eyes are full of terror. Commander, I must inform you, we've fallen victim to a demonic plot, but I don't understand how, why. Priestess, you need to focus. Do you know what happened here or not? Yes, I think so. We all know what its possession is, yes? When a demon can take over the body of a mortal. Well, there is something more, a more cunning version of this process. When the demon possesses the body, the poor victim's soul is transferred into a special vessel, a vessel for souls. The item most commonly used for this purpose is a gemstone. How did demons get here? The Sword of Valor was supposed to keep them away. They didn't get here. They've been here all along, inside the jewelry. And now I realize these vessels are enchanted to ensure no one can see them for what they truly are. Why we didn't notice the demon's presence till the very last moment. No one did. All this happens because of some sparkly rocks. Wait, that means... Yes, it's all because of these sparkly rocks. I think the more expensive pieces house more all-powerful demons. The maker likely had to use more costly materials for the enchantment on these pieces to mask the demon's presence, and he didn't want his atrocities to leave him out of pocket. Let me get this straight. We paid this scumbag a small fortune just so he could go instead of discussing demon on us. What a crook. Oh, the jewelry was made by the same person. Derek Sunhammer, right? That I do not know. Well, I do. I can smell it. All this shit came from the same sewer. Did you say possession? So Curl was possessed by a demon the day back in the Houndhat's camp. This young boy's body is alive, but his soul is gone. Arison moves a hand over from pointed at Curl to the gesture that the other people lying about motionless around her. As the souls of the other guests, even the poor dogs. Their bodies have been possessed by demons for some time already, and their souls have been transferred into the jewelry. The demon behind this plot stole the cup, taking all the souls with him. Until the jewelry is found and destroyed, we have no hope of saving these poor people. Ilan and Klana are clutching each other's hands. The girl speaks first. We can't leave it like this. Our friends need our help. I wish I knew if this tragedy could be prevented. Well, if we killed or captured Curl back at the camp, we would have realized they possessed and the ring was the cause. And that's true. We need to focus on solving the problem. What can we do, Commander? If the demons have kidnapped the souls, trapped in the jewelry, we must stop them. I know what we have to do. We need to go back to Dresden now. The first ring that possessed Curl, and the second ring I was stupid enough to give you, they both came from the same place, the shop owned by the Derek Sunhammer. We have to get back to Dresden and pay our visit to the Jewel Master. Let's hurry. Just gonna... Don't
I
mind
will
me.
help where I can.
Gonna quickly, don't mind me, just looting shit at your wedding, I promise it's completely normal. Like, everyone else does this, Just...
We march ahead.
If an angel can fall, does that mean a demon can descend? Probably. Probably, game, probably. Claps, and then the demons appeared. Still standing over with a weapon drawn and her eyes ablaze. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I bet anything this is the doing of our duel. Let's get to the shop quickly if you're ready. Yes, let's go. Damn it. Damn demons. Commander Seela, praise Abadar you're alive. The usually dignified Arisen struggles to catch her breath after running. She says nervously, clenching her hands. I received news from other temples of Abadar, most disturbing news, that we saw at Ela and Kiana's weddings being happening across Mendev. People who brought Derek Sunham's jewelry have been dropping to the ground, lifeless, with demons coming from their bodies. The damage he's done is hard to measure. Demons appeared in 100 locations, and many of them use the turmoil to commit atrocities, killing, stealing, wrecking, wanton destruction. Some are quickly dealt with. The cursed jewelry is taken from them, and the prison soul frees. Most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of the poor victims with them. Derek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomedae is searching for him. They have no leads yet, as of yet. The Church of Abadar is doing whatever it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Shakes her head sadly. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. As Arsene speaks, Sila's face grows more and more grim, and her hands clench anxiously around her weapon. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. I didn't suspect a thing. I have to get a sickening feeling from traders. Some of them are nasty pieces of work. The way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't think of looking closer. What happened to the victims of this attack? Several large churches in Mendev were taking the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jury is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be for naught. What did Samael want to achieve by doing this? It's not clear, but he's been doing it. He's the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential personages and other relatives among his clientele: nobility, generals, priests, and merchants. Their children, or their loved ones, are now only lifeless bodies, and their souls stolen away and hidden who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it's still extremely dangerous. How did no one notice anything? Magic, Knight Commander, and highly sophisticated magic at that. The jewelry items were protected, and no one detected the demons hiding in them. If we assume that Derek Sunhammer not only made the jewelry, but also charmed the items, we can conclude that he's an incredibly powerful and skilled spellcaster. All this jewelry came with a hidden surprise. Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops were perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few, and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It's clear that he's targeted his victims deliberately. See. That's all I can tell you. I hope I've been useful. If it's within your power to help track down Sunhammer and stolen souls, Commander, this chaos must be stopped. Arsena bows to you and leaves. Sheila sheaves her weapon angrily and sucks in the breath through her teeth, but then she seems to steady herself and looks at you with her eyes bright. Well, what do you know? Looks like we've got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. So glad you came to the wedding with me, and then we managed to find out what happened, because otherwise, Seela the Dimwit would have come along, given the bride a ring with a surprise demon inside, but have failed miserably when she tried to help. Hey, stop blaming yourself. We handled it in the end. That's what matters. How can I not blame myself? It's my favorite thing to do. Fine. It's good we saved someone at least. Grim determination burns in Seela's eyes. I can't leave it like this. If anyone else has an obligation to find that low-life Sunhammer and return all the stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. Something tells me that the demon collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the Worldwound. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate imprisoned demons and cultists, whatever it takes to get to the truth.
Our path leads on.
What a dick. Okay, so okay, let's go speak to Rhea.
I will guide us.
She should be there. She is. You got asked first nicely. That's nicely first. Okay. Rhea is standing, arms folded, pensively observing the activity around her. Noticing you, she greets you with a nod. What's this personal matter you want to discuss with me? Rhea sighs loud. She obviously have trouble saying this. A cold, business-like manner melts away. I've said this in my head so many times, and now that I actually have to say it, I can't put two words together. I want to talk to my son very much, but he's avoiding me. I know you are friends, or at least he listens to you. If only you could convince him, or at least approach me. What's your son's name? I know no one by the name of Neef. Oh, of course, forgive me. Neef is not a real family name. My husband didn't have any at all, and neither did I. We took the name of our village he lived in. My son's name is Lan. He knows I'm here and is hiding from me. I can't blame him, but I might never have another chance to make amends and tell him I love him. Wait, why doesn't Lan want to see you? Rhea turns around. Isn't it obvious? I gave up and abandoned him. The day his father and I decided to go our separate ways, that was that. He must resent me, or hate me. Maybe he's ashamed of me. Maybe he is wiser than me. Some children shouldn't meet their mothers. There's no point in reopening our wounds, but I still want to see him, so much. I thought married a mongrel. How did that happen? Rhea smiles sadly. When it comes to love, doesn't matter who you are. Back when I was young, I was a smuggler. One day my friends and I were attacked by our rivals. They were in such a hurry to get their plunder, they didn't even finish us off. They just threw us into a well. I ended up in the mongrel tunnels. Kin was young and curious. Luckily, our boot interested him less than we did. He brought me back to life. I screamed and stabbed him. That was probably a sign that our marriage wouldn't be a happy one. And still, we loved each other. He took care of me and was always there to make me laugh. He was optimistic, but not the most driven man. I, on the contrary, was too driven. I dragged him to the surface. I believed back then I could move mountains if I wanted to, if I wanted hard enough. But it didn't work. Why did you abandon your son? Because Rhea fights back tears if the tragedy is still too raw for her. I broke, gave up, convinced myself it was our decision, not mine, not my decision. That it would be better for everyone. I'm not sure if Lan told you, but I had other children besides him. They were different. All of them were special, and they all missing something. They just couldn't survive. The last one was born in pieces, and I realized he would be the last one. I just knew it. I didn't need any healers to tell me that. After that, it's like I sank into a black hole. I saw Kin grieve. I saw Lan struggle to find a place for himself. The neighbors felt no pity for us when they heard about our struggle. They accused us of worshipping demons. Lamashtu, anyone. And I realized I was to blame for all of it. For making Kin go up to the surface, for deciding to have children with him, no matter for what. For appearing in Kin's life and having Lan. And for what? So he could suffer? Kin and I discussed it. He said he would take our son and go to his tribe. We both thought that we were relieving each other of our terrible burden. That at last we could be making Lan happy, because we would grow up among his own kind. I still ask myself if we did the right thing. If Lan doesn't want to see me, there was nothing wrong about it. Right about it. What kind of... well, tell me your wares. You know, mid this really, really moving conversation, I want to see what you sell, because, you know, a very important, you know, thing. Okay, you sell nothing of interest to me, but take all my crap. Thank you. Alright, I will find your son. Rhea nods, trying to maintain her composure, but tears are glistening in her eyes. Thank you, this means so much to me. Okay, wherever are you, Lan? There he is. Thank you for the posture check and stretch, J-Mate. Brings you? Your mum came to see you, Lan. Why didn't you want to talk to her? Ah, she got to you too. He clears his throat. It's not that I don't want to see her, I'm just busy. Lan waves his hand vaguely. With, you know, this and that. Crusader matters. Sometimes I feel like a mother of a large brood. Besides, she didn't come here for me. She came here on business. I don't want to distract her. By the way, have you seen her card? I got one from a merchant. Land produced a business card from his pocket. Ria Neef. Fidazazel and Co. Trading House, Nearison. Embossed in gold and everything. People with gold lettering on their business cards probably don't have the time for idle chit-chat. I'll bet you need to look in an appointment booking an appointment a week in advance. Even if I do, what would we talk about? Do you think I'm angry at her? I'm not. I never was. My dad had it rough. They didn't make it, and that's nobody's fault. So much time's passed. She and I are just strangers now. If you happen to see her, tell her I've already got a lot on my plate right now. Maybe some other time. I know she lives in Nurison now. Maybe I'll send her a present on her birthday. Oh. I'm sorry, but Lan doesn't want to see you. He's stubborn. I'm not sure if he gets it from me or his father. Please try again. But now, Ria retrieves a package from her bag and opens it to reveal a small striped arrow painted yellow and red with blue fletchings. There is an arrow from his very first bow. I made them so bright so he could easily be seen in the grass. I showed him how to shoot. I taught him to train his vision, to account for the wind, to fix his string. Just take it to him as a souvenir, keepsake. Tell him I've never forgotten him. I know Lan won't forgive me, but he should know that at least. When did I become your fucking errand boy? I literally am the fucking leader of a crusade and you're having me run parcels across my own goddamn city. If I could actually fly and these wings weren't just really cool looking, like, you know, yeah.